అని. ఎలా ఉన్నారు సార్?
ఏదో ఉన్నాం సార్ అంతా.
అదే ఆ మాట అనకూడదు, మాకు ఆశాకి అట్లంటే
అట్లా కాదు కదా, కోవిడ్ నుంచి అన్ని వచ్చి మొత్తం బయటపడ్డాం కదా. మీరు కూడా
దట్ ఈస్ ఫ్యాక్ట్. టర్మాయిల్ ఫేస్ చేసినామంటేనే అది మీకు ఇంకా ఎక్స్ట్రా రిస్ట్రిక్షన్స్, మొబైల్ లైఫ్, మోర్ రెస్పాన్సిబిలిటీస్, రీసెర్చ్ రెస్పాన్సిబిలిటీస్.
అవి కాదు మామూలు మన కోవిడ్ అంటే మనకు కూడా తగిలింది కదా, మీకు కూడా తగిలింది ఎప్పుడు కదా బాగా.
మనకి తగలడం లేదు, మీకు కొంచెం ఎక్స్ట్రా రిస్ట్రిక్షన్స్ క్యాంపస్ లో మొబిలిటీ లేదు, రావడం మాట్లాడడం మీకు మాకు లేదు ఫ్రీడమ్.
మాది కూడా ఏం లేదు, ఫ్రీ క్యాంపస్, ఏం ఇష్యూస్ లేదు.
ఇష్యూస్ కాదు, మీరు రావాలన్నా పోవాలనేది సర్టిఫికేట్స్ ఉన్నాయి కదా,
అవే ఉంటాయి.
అంటే మాకైతే లేదు,
క్వారంటైన్ అని అవని.
మాకు లేవు, వెరీ ఫ్రీ. ఈవెన్ దెన్
సార్ మీదేం సిస్కోనే చేయాలా ఇది?
లేదు, సిస్కోలో అనేది అవును, సిస్కోలో మాకు 2 ప్లాట్ఫామ్స్ ఉన్నాయి. ఒకటి క్లాస్ వరకు మైక్రోసాఫ్ట్ టీమ్స్ ఉంది, తర్వాత ఈ దీంట్లోకి సిస్కో వెబ్ఎక్స్ ఉంది.
అది అంత బాగుండదు సిస్కో.
సిస్కో లాగేస్తుంది. అదే 3 years కి నడుపుతున్నాం
సార్.
3 years గా సిస్కో ప్లాట్ఫామ్ వాడుతున్నాం యూనివర్సిటీలో.
అదే నేను యాక్చువల్గా నాకు వెరీ బ్యాడ్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ సిస్కోతో.
ఎందుకంటే నేను డీన్ అకాడమిక్ అఫైర్ అయిన తర్వాత దీన్ని తీసుకునింది, అప్పుడు అర్జెన్సీలో తీసుకున్నాం. 33,000 యాన్యువల్ సబ్స్క్రిప్షన్ ఇచ్చాడు 1,000 మెంబర్ ప్లాట్ఫామ్ కు.
ఫిజికల్ కలిస్తే బాగుండేది.
అవును, మన ఇద్దరి మీద కన్ఫ్యూజన్ ఉంది. ఆ 4వ తారీఖు అన్నా, 4వ తారీఖు ఇక్కడ కాన్వకేషన్ ఉంది. ఏమి నువ్వు ఇట్లా వెళ్తున్నావు అంటే అది కాదు. నా కాన్సెప్ట్ ఏంటంటే ఈ అబ్బాయి తొందరగా అయిపోతే కాన్వకేషన్ తీసేసుకుని అక్కడికి యూనివర్సిటీ ఇతను విముక్తిని చేస్తాడు, ఇతను యూనివర్సిటీ నుంచి విముక్తుడు. నేను కొంచెం బిజీగా ఉన్నా, ఇల్లు కడుతున్నా, దాంతో
అవునా
పైన డూప్లెక్స్ కడుతున్నా. రాజగోపాల్ స్పెషల్ కాల్ ఏమైనా రాస్తున్నారా? డిఎస్టి ఇది సెర్బో
ఏం లేదు సార్, రాయట్లేదు. ఉన్నవే టూ మెనీ గ్రాంట్స్, మనం వాటిని హ్యాండిల్ చేస్తే నిదానంగా చేసుకుందాం. నాకు ఆల్రెడీ ఉన్నాయి సార్ గ్రాంట్స్, బాగానే ఉన్నాయి.
ఓకే, నైస్.
2 years వరకు ఇష్యూస్ లేవు.
మనకు అయిపోయినాయి. నువ్వు ఇచ్చిన ప్రాక్టీస్ ప్రోటియోమిక్స్ అక్షరం ఇచ్చింది. ఈ కోవిడ్ లో 2 years డిలే, ఆల్మోస్ట్ 3 చోట్లకి వెళ్ళింది. ప్రోటీన్ ఎన్సిఎల్కి వెళ్ళింది, అక్కడ కూడా మారింది. మళ్ళీ క్రాప్ రైస్ చేసాము, వేరే చోటుకి వెళ్ళింది, అక్కడ కూడా మారింది.
ఇప్పుడు మీకు షేర్ చేస్తాను, ఐఐటి ముంబై సార్, బాంబేలో బాగా చేస్తున్నారు అని విన్నాను.
వీళ్ళెవరు బాగానే చేశారు.
శాండూర్ చేస్తాడు, ఐఐటి హైదరాబాద్, ఐఐటి బాంబే చీపర్, చాలా తక్కువ ప్రైస్. వీళ్ళు విపరీతంగా చార్జ్ చేస్తారు కదా.
ఏం చేస్తాం, ఇంకా తప్పల. లాస్ట్ 2-3 ప్లేసెస్ అక్కడ డబ్బులు కట్టి వాపస్ తీసుకొని ఇంకుండే పరిస్థితుల్లో ఏమి చేయలేని పరిస్థితి. ఎంతకాలం మైక్రోస్కోప్లను, టెస్ట్ ట్యూబ్లను గిలకరిస్తూ ఉంటాం. కష్టమే. బ్రింగ్ పిహెచ్డి ఇంటూ విషయం.
కొంచెం సార్ అంతా ఫ్యామిలీ అంతా ఓకేనా సార్?
ఫెంటాస్టిక్, చాలా బాగుంది. కొడుకుది బీటెక్ అయిపోయింది.
లేదు, మావాడు ఇండియాలో ఉన్నాడు సార్. వాడు లాస్ట్ ఇయర్ వెళ్ళాల్సింది, లాస్ట్ ఇయర్ కాదు మొన్న, ఈ కెనడాకు. మా వీసాలు లేవు నాకు, సో అట్లానే వాడిని బ్రేక్ తీసుకున్నాం 1 year. నెక్స్ట్ ఇయర్ పంపుతాను.
మా వాడు ఎందుకో కోర్సెస్ చేసుకుంటూ ఉన్నాడు. ఈ ఇయర్ కోర్సెస్ చేసి నెక్స్ట్ టైం వెళ్దాం. ఇది యూరోప్ అనుకున్నా, ఇంకా ఈ వోలటైల్ సిచ్యువేషన్ అక్కడ వచ్చేసి వచ్చింది.
ఎందుకు యూరోపియన్ సార్, యుఎస్ పంపించండి.
యుఎస్ మాట్లాడాలి. ఒకటి అరిజోనా ఉంది, మా స్టూడెంట్ దీంట్లో ఉన్నాడు, కొలరాడోలో ఉన్నాడు. టెక్సాస్ లో కలిగి ఎక్కడో చూస్తున్నాం. అరిజోనాలో మా పిల్లలు ఉన్నారు ఇద్దరు. నేను అరిజోనా ఒకసారి పిఎస్ఎన్ దగ్గర ఉన్నాను కాంట్రాక్ట్స్. నేను అసలు స్టూడెంట్ పార్షియల్ ఏమవుతుంది. జపాన్ నుంచి మా కలీగ్ కూడా అక్కడే పని చేస్తుంది ఫీనిక్స్. ఈ పిల్లలు ఏంటో వీళ్ళ మెంటాలిటీ వేరు. మనం ఒకటి అనుకుంటాం, వాళ్ళు చేసి మనం స్ట్రైట్ గా వెళ్తాం, వాళ్ళు జిగ్జాగ్ వెళ్తారు.
అంటే ఇప్పుడు సరే
10 minutes will start.
Automated. ఇమ్మంటావా? Second.
Professor Shavalli, can I disturb you? Professor Shavalli, I am audible?
Yes, yes, sir.
Thank you, Nana. I am very happy to be in online for the PhD Viva voce Viva examination of Mr. M. Lakshmipati Naik, who did his PhD under guidance of
మీరు అంటాను వాయిస్ ఇంటనే లేసేసినారు. ఓకే, థ్యాంక్ యూ. మంచి సార్.
Professor P. Shavalli
We
can
can manage it there and here also. Just I'm waiting for another 5 minutes.
no problem, ma. No problem, ma. Please continue. Please continue. I will join with.
Rajgopal is waiting. You want to speak?
I can speak to Rajgopal also.
సార్ నమస్తే సార్, బాగున్నారా?
బాగున్నాను రాజగోపాల్ గారు, బాగున్నారమ్మా?
సార్ బాగున్నాను సార్.
Very good. I saw your the elevations and everything, amma. And I wish you for few more laurels on your cap, hoping that you will be helping to the Rayalaseema universities in big way.
థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్, థ్యాంక్ యూ. సేమ్ టు యూ. మీరు కూడా తొందరలో ఇక్కడ వైస్ ఛాన్సలర్ కావాలి.
And also Shavalli Khan, Professor Shavalli Khan did very good work. I am sorry I couldn't attend directly with Shavalli because there is a program unscheduled program scheduled today.
Oh sir, that's fine sir. We are there.
Thank you, Nana. Thank you,
Okay sir, thank you sir.
Thank you, Professor Shavalli. Thank you, ma.
Rajgopal, wait, yes.
Sir,
Just tell them it's specific permission. First reading was Saro online.
Sir, good morning, sir. Rajgopal, sir.
good morning. How are you? బాగున్నారా?
Yeah, I'm good, sir. Doing good, sir. Sir, here our MSc students also there, sir, in the seminar.
Okay. That's fine.
Okay,
No,
sir.
we can start.
Yeah, yes, sir. Good morning, all of you. Here, Professor S. Rajgopal, sir, is there. He is from Department of Plant Sciences from University of Hyderabad. So he is pioneer in photosynthesis, plant photosynthesis. So now he is the external exam for the Lakshmipati Naik thesis.
I invite the whoever was coming. Professor K. Krishna Reddy, Chief Faculty of Sciences, Principal Yogyam Naik, as introduced by my colleague, Professor S. Rajgopal is an alumni of Sri Venkateshwara, and he was appointed to recommend jump like research. Very friendly, very nice, very supporting research. Everybody. This is it. Next is I invite Dr. Chandrababu Reddy, Board of Studies Chairman, Dr. E. Madhusudan Reddy, the head and the convener, member of this committee, and myself, Shavani Khan, supervisor. Now I seek permission from the committee to ask Mr. Lashul, I present his on proteomic analysis, drought analysis, everything.
Morning to all. I'm taking this opportunity. First of all, my external expert member, yes, Professor S. Rajgopal sir garu, and Dean Faculty of Sciences and Principal of Yogavemana University, Professor K. Krishnareddy sir garu, and BOS Chairman Dr. P. Chandrababu Reddy sir garu, and Head of the Department Dr. A. Madhusudan Reddy sir garu, and other faculty members and research scholars, and my dear students. Good morning to all once again. I feel very happy to give you this Viva Voice presentation for PhD. Now I am going to presentation on end title is Proteomic Analysis of drought stress, tolerance in finger millet and Eleusine coracan. Under the guidance of Professor P.S. Shavlikan sir. This is my structure of the presentation. Objectives, summary of results and conclusions, future perspectives, questions raised by adjudicators, publications, and acknowledgement. Coming to the objective, there are three objectives are selected. First one is to study the effect of polyethylene glycol induced drought stress on morphophysiological responses in selected varieties of finger millet. Second one goes to assess drought tolerance capacities of 4 selected varieties based on their physiological and biochemical characteristics at 3 phenological stages. And third one is to investigate differential changes in the root proteomic of selected drought tolerance variety at the vegetative stage using gel-free proteomics and molecular approaches. Results. Objective 1. Here we are selected 19 genotypes for induce the drought stress by using of polyethylene glycol. 15 parameters were done in lab-based work. Here, lab screening parameters are categorized 3 categories. First one goes to germination parameters like germination percentage, rate of germination. Second one, under the morphological parameters are root length, root by shoot ratio, plant height, fresh weight, dry weight, and seedling vigor index. Under the physiological parameters, chlorophyll A, B, total chlorophyll A by B ratio, chlorophyll stability index, tissue water content. Here, increasing of the concentration of the bed shows a decline trend for the all above the parameters compared with control. Arrow mark showing a down, it will show you like a decrease compared with the control values. Here, principal component analysis. These principal component analysis were done by Excel stat software in control by plot. F1 and F2 axis contributed 60.69% variables, and F1 axis 34.95% F1 axis contributed 34.95% variables to F1 axis. R by root by shoot ratio, chlorophyll A, chlorophyll B, total chlorophyll, dry weight, and root length, fresh weight, chlorophyll A by B ratio. These are all variables of contributed F1 axis parameters. And F2 axis contributed 25.74%. Here, three variables are contributed F2 axis genotypes. Coming to the 25% of PEG by plot, here F1 and F2 axis 58.22% variation. F1 axis contributed 31.12 variation. Here tissue water content, shoot length, seedling vigor index, germination rate, plant height, root length, are these all the variables are contributed F1 axis genotype. Coming F2 axis contributed 27.09% variable. Sorry, variation. Here, fresh weight, chlorophyll A, total chlorophyll, chlorophyll stability index, chlorophyll B, root by shoot ratio are contributed under this genotypes. The PEG-induced drought stress greatly affected morphophysiological parameters in 19 finger millet genotypes from diverse geographical regions at germination and early seedling growth stages. The results suggested that multivariate analysis can use morphophysiological parameters as a trait to classify finger millet genotypes for drought tolerance. Here, 19 genotypes are classified into 3 categories. First one goes to drought tolerant varieties like RA8, GPU 67, GE 4434, GE 1332, AMM 197, GE 4764, GE 496, GE 1013, and PR 202. These are all goes to under the group 1 as a drought tolerant varieties. Coming to the second group as a semi-sensitive varieties. Battimandia, BM means Battimandia, GE4962, KEP534, TM Tendamandia, AMM 679, PR 4617, and PR 6038. And coming to the third group. Third group has a drought sensitive varieties as here MS 9272, GPU 28, and G811. These groups are based on previous slide. This at 25% of PEG by plot. Here 3 groups are formed. First, this one is first group, this is second group, this is the third group. Here in seedling stage, when the confirm the drought tolerant variety based on the higher biomass accumulation, higher root by shoot ratio, and higher chlorophyll content at seedling stage in RAU8, GPU 67, GE 4434, GE 1332, AMM 197, GE 4764, GE 496, GE 1013, and PR 302 as a compared to other genotypes. The present study provides a lab-based, reliable, and rapid method for selecting suitable finger millet genotypes in a future breeding program. Coming to the ranking and factor score of 19 varieties of finger millet. Based on the factor score, will give the ranking, and first one. Clusters are divided. 3 clusters are divided based on the at 25% of PEG by plot. Here we can see first cluster contributed fresh weight, dry weight, root by shoot ratio, chlorophyll A, chlorophyll B, total chlorophyll, and chlorophyll stability index are contributed to all the first cluster varieties. Second cluster goes to contributed of the variables germination percentage, seedling vigor index, germination rate, plant seedling height, and root length. These are variables are contributed to second cluster, second cluster. And finally, third cluster contributed shoot length and tissue water content contributed to third cluster varieties. Coming to the schematic representation of classification on finger millet genotypes based on the morphophysiological responses. We induced the PEG for osmotic stress on 19 varieties of finger millet, we'll observe the morpho and physiological responses in drought tolerant varieties and semi-sensitive varieties and drought sensitive varieties as for biplot 25% of peg. We can see here group one as a drought tolerant varieties. Some morpho and physiological responses the parameters are fresh weight, dry weight, root by shoot ratio, chlorophyll A, chlorophyll B, total chlorophyll and chlorophyll stability index. These morpho and physiological responses to under the group one varieties. Coming to the objective 2, to assess drought tolerance capacities of 4 selected varieties based on their physiological and biochemical characteristics at 3 phenological stages. Here we selected 4 genotypes by contrasting varieties like two tolerant varieties like RAU8, GPU67. So sensitive varieties are MS9272 and GPU28. Here 26 parameters were done. These are all spot experiment parameters like morphological, physiological and biochemical parameters. These are all the parameters were done in pot experiment in field condition. As compared to control, drought stress slightly decreased the morpho and physiological parameters and increased the biochemical like carbohydrates and antioxidant parameters during the 3 growth stages in field condition. Arrow mark down indicate that decrease the compared with control, increase the compared with control. Here, coming to the PCA byplot at the 3 stages, coming to the seedling stage, byplot, PCA byplot, F1 contributed, F1 and F2 axis contributed 82.09% variables, and F1 axis 57.19% contributed to RAU8 variety, and F2 axis 24.90% contributed to remaining all 3 varieties like MS9272, GPU28, GPU67. These 3 varieties are contributed raffinose, galactose, stachyose, GPX and proline variables at seedling stage. And coming to the 49th second stage, PCA byplot F1 and F2 axis contributed 84.48% variation. F1 axis 56.38% contributed to RAU8, GPU67, and these are all the parameters. And coming under F2 axis contributed 28.10%. Here MS9272 and GPU28 contributed 4 parameters. It is at the second stage. And final third stage at the 73rd day, here byplot F1 and F2 axis contributed 76.12 variables, F1 axis 57.10% as GPU67, RAU8 contributed, and F2 axis 19.02% has contributed MS92 and 72 and GPU27. The result shows that drought stress causes morpho-physiological and biochemical alterations in 4 finger millet genotypes in pot culture at 3 different growth stages. The maintenance of the growth, particularly root growth, biomass accumulation, the differential response in pigment concentration, and changes the accumulation of the protein, water-soluble carbohydrates like glucose, fructose, sucrose, galactose, stachyose, raffinose, and increase in the level of the antioxidant enzymes GPX and SOD under the drought stress all play a significant role in the differential tolerance conferred by the principal component analysis. We are not aware of any studies that highlight the role of the water-soluble carbohydrates in drought stress resistance in finger millet. During the 3 growth stages, the genotypes RAU8 is the most tolerant. Coming to the GPU 67, on the other hand, was recognized as the sensitive at the seedling stage, and its tolerance was improved during the vegetative and reproductive stage. During 3 stages of growth, the finger millet genotypes GPU 28 and MS9272 remained drought sensitive. For the level and composition of water-soluble carbohydrates, MDA, and the antioxidant system, biochemical alterations were observed as a function of the growth stage and genotype. During 3 growth phases, sensitive genotypes acquired more proline than tolerant genotypes. Future research is needed to understand the interaction between MDA concentration and electrolytic leakage and the antioxidant system, the composition and the content of water-soluble carbohydrates with stomatal conductance and photosynthetic ability. Our findings help breeders choose genotypes as the parents as designed viable crop improvement programs. Here, a contribution of the variables during the various growth stages under the drought stress. Here, RAU8 is the first rank. Why? Because of here, if you take here, all the 3 stages were taken physiological, morphological, physiological, biochemical parameters. This is contributed to RAU8. GPU 67 also. GPU 67 also second stage and third stage also contributed. Here GPU 67 only few parameters are contributed at the seedling stage. That's why it is showing sensitive variety at a seedling stage. And the GPU 28 and MS9272 here some parameters are showing as sensitive varieties. Coming to the objective 3, to investigate differential changes in root proteomic of a selected drought-tolerant variety at vegetative stage using gel-free proteomics and molecular approaches. Here, the drought-tolerant variety, that is RAU8, was selected to do proteomic analysis and in field as a control vs drought stress treatment. Here, root material was used for proteomic analysis. Proteomic analysis structure, we are selected from control and drought at vegetative stage 3 biological replications of RAU8 root samples for protein extraction and digestion using of the nano LCMS for using of the some instrument and for then we will do the protein identification by using of the BLGS software. Waters blasted by the UniProts database with the help of Ceteria italica, Ceteria viridis, and Panicum heli database. Then we'll need gene annotation by using of the Panzer's online tool. Gene annotation are divided into 3 categories: biological process, cellular component, molecular function. Then we will then metabolic pathways used by online tool Shiny Geo version of 0.75. PMN network also we'll try it, but there is no finger millet database. That's why we'll choose the Chinese Geo version of the 0.75 online tool. Then protein interaction did by using of the string online tool with the Ceteria italica database. Here also there is no data finger millet database in string software. That's why we are used string Ceteria italica database. Here, this chromatogram spectra in the finger millet control. Here, total number of proteins are 9,957. The peaks are indicated peptides. And here, total number of proteins in stressed 4,074. Details of the proteins. Treated proteins are 9,000 earlier we are showed. And coming to the third one, that is the down regulator proteins as less than 0.1 under expressed proteins. 37 proteins are showing. Then greater than 2 over expressed proteins, 112 as a upregulated proteins. Undrived proteins are 2,752 and total number of proteins are 16,934. Coming to the protein profiling under control and stress treatments. The root proteomic profiling acquired in the insight into the multiple means of drought resistance in the RU8 variety of finger millet at the vegetative stage. As a Venn diagram was constructed to illustrate the commonalities and differences of 120 GEPs under the control and drought stress treatment. Among the 120 differential expressed proteins, 90 were upregulated, 28 were downregulated of the DEPs. Further, proteins were downregulated than upregulated. Only two DEPs were shared between two groups, indicating that drought stress affected these proteins less than. Coming to differentially upregulated, there is no shared drought conditions of the proteins, and controlled two proteins are shared and 5 proteins are shared between. Differentially down regulated proteins are there is no shared any and the drop and
Nayak, Lakshmipati Nayak, are you there? So Lakshmipati are able to fix the problem?
Rajgopal, we are resolving, please. Just wait, resolving. Net connect to just a few minutes.
No problem, sir. That's fine.
Sir, Hello, sir. Sir, Rajgopal, sir.
Yeah. No, I am here, but voice is, there is no clarity. The voice clarity is very poor.
Sir,
Yeah, I'm not able to hear anything. ఏం వినిపించట్లేదండి. లక్ష్మీపతి వాయిస్ క్లారిటీ లేదమ్మా.
Yes. Sir, the PPT can.
sir, we will.
మీ మొబైల్ నుంచి షేర్ చేయండి నెట్ కనెక్షన్.
I have been trying for that only, sir. Unexpectedly, here the network problem is also there with the mobile network, sir.
ఓకే.
Thank you.
సార్ ఏమి లేదు సార్. వాట్సాప్లోనా? వాట్సాప్ చేయండి అయితే. రైట్ రైట్ సార్. ఆహా, ఓకే. సార్
ఇది వాట్సాప్ అలా ఇది లైక్ ఉంది సార్. దీని ద్వారా ఉన్నాడు వాట్సాప్ కాల్ మీద మీరు ఉన్నాడు సార్.
హలో. Okay, now I think we have fixed that one. We have fixed. Yeah, I fixed. Yeah, that's fine. We have fixed ourselves. Thank you very much.
సింపుల్ ఈ వీడియో కాల్ చెప్తున్నా. ఇది వీడియో కాల్ వీడియో కాల్ study our future problems. Response to block signal translation. So, working like stress and response. So, studies. Expression and language studies are future to understand the environment of job response. The computer investigation in biology, nutrition, and economy are instead for in job response mechanism and behavior. Analysis of the data is likely to offer new insight into the so system of autonomous study may respect some stress adaptation and responses in behavior. In general, regular programs and signal translation, and other which is illegal to respond to job skills. Which reaction of the anti-anti for some of the species. What's the place of the entrepreneurs? Yes. Study of subsystem for extraction, separation by service, gene calculation, pathway analysis, and protein interaction. Analysis. Second, significance of laboratory samples and response this three biological samples and root or many plants. Strictly differences in research and the existing literature compared with other methods in analytical yes, strategies still one of the function of three essential it is very known that civilian lands are not sensitive to drought state. The sinking plants, my question is that the big difference in the research of the Sir. Sir.
Yeah,
Rajagopal sir.
yeah, I'm
Sir,
here.
are there any questions, sir?
No, I can't hear anything because there was no clarity.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
So
Yes, sir.
I didn't see any presentation. That is another thing.
Sir.
So,
Sir.
I have already asked questions, but I don't know, he was trying to answer something. I could not able to hear anything,
We have provided answer, sir.
but I could not hear anything.
Yes, sir.
No.
Sir, we'll send the presentation through the WhatsApp, sir.
Yeah, I can get it. Yeah. So anyway, I think, if that question, if I ask, I asked several questions, but I was not able to get the answers because of, the audio.
Shall I ask him to read it, sir? The question and answer?
No, that's fine. I think, they know he already answered to, at the BYS, I think you are satisfied, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, he has answered, sir.
Okay. So that's fine. I think, that's, I'm okay with that. Okay. So it would have been nice, it would have been nice if we would have interacted a little bit more.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, but if the student is there, I want to ask, few questions, you should answer.
Sure, sir.
I mean, should not be, practice.
Sir, please.
Lakshmipati, I wanted to ask again, why did you, you have all, morphological and physiological. The title, are you going to change or, are you going to hold it like that?
Sir, sorry, sir. Why is it not clear?
No, the title, my voice is very clear. No, you may have problem. No, the title. Are you able to hear? Are you able to hear? Let me see. Hello.
Sir, please.
No, can you hear?
Yes, sir.
No, again I want to ask, I wanted to make it little clear because that your proteomic chapter is only one. The other two chapters are more of physiology and morphology. So are you going to hold the same title or going to change the title?
Sir, same title, sir.
Why?
Sir, because
the both reviewers, myself and other reviewer, I don't know who is that. He also raised the same question. That there are a lot of morphological and physiological. That's a major actually. 80% of your thesis is with those two chapters. So I think it is better if you can hold both, even physiology and morphology and proteomic. Why you want only proteomic? I mean, you should know when you are finishing your PhD, when you go other place. So, how do you design the title for your students?
Yes, sir. The response is study was focused on the 3 objectives, sir.
Yeah.
The first objective emphasized on the screening. The second objective concentrated on the physiological and
Lakshmipati, no. I don't want to I don't want again explanation. The 2 chapters are more physiology. No, 2 chapters physiology మొత్తం ఉంది కదా. Third chapter only you have a proteomic. The only third chapter. So title ఈ 2 రిఫ్లెక్ట్ కావట్లేదు ఎందుకని అడుగుతున్నా.
Okay, sir. Sir, we are selecting for drought tolerant varieties based on the lab and field.
Anyway, so I think you are not able to answer. అసలు నువ్వు ఎందుకు టైటిల్ చేసుకున్నావు? ప్రొటియోమిక్ అని ఎందుకు టైటిల్ తీసుకున్నావు? ఎందుకు మార్ఫాలజీ అండ్ ఫిజియాలజీ ఎందుకు పెట్టట్లేదు? ఓకే, నేను ఆన్సర్ నువ్వు అక్కడైతే చదివావు కదా, ఏం చదివావు అక్కడ? I was not no.
The study was focused on 3 objectives. The first objective emphasized on screening. The second objective concentrated on physiological and biochemical responses during the 3 different phenological stages and 4 contrasting genotypes. The third objective was carried on the proteomic approaches using the roots of stressed and unstressed plants. The proteomic study work consists of protein extraction, digestion, separation of by nano-LCMS, gene orientation, pathway analysis of protein-protein interactions.
No, that is not the answer. అది ఆన్సరే కాదు దానికి. నేను అడిగిన ఆన్సర్కి అది కాదు అన్న. I don't know.
Sorry to interrupt here. But you are hearing me.
Yes.
This work was. Hello.
Yes, sir. వింటున్నాను.
Here, this work was just a series of progression. As we know that finger millet itself is a drought tolerant crop. There is no doubt in its drought tolerance. From the drought tolerant crop, we have just to take the only tool is proteomic analysis in drought tolerance of finger millet. For that purpose, we have taken finger millet as a drought tolerant. The fix is a drought tolerant. We have taken 19 genotypes. In the second way, we have taken a contrasting one. In the third step, we have taken within the contrasting genotype, just as it is the first organ that is exposing to the drought. That's why selectively, in a progressive manner, we brought this work and narrowed down this. But you are right that if we would have included morphology, physiology and biochemical and proteomic activities, good for his title. Anyhow, but as per the university regulations, we cannot change the title.
Yeah, I know. Sir, నాకు తెలుసు. స్టూడెంట్ చెప్పాలి కదా ఆన్సర్. Okay. Anyway, Lakshmipati, the other thing you said, carbohydrates have increased in drought stress, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. No, ఎందుకు కార్బోహైడ్రేట్స్ టార్గెట్ చేసావు? ఎందుకు ఇంక్రీజ్ అయింది?
Sir, stress conditions, carbohydrates are high, sir.
Yeah, I know.
These for osmotic regulation, sir. Osmotic regulations.
ఇప్పుడు నువ్వు ఎక్స్పెరిమెంట్ చేయటం కాదు నాన్న, ఎక్స్పెరిమెంట్ నువ్వు ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్ ఇవ్వాలి. ఓకే, వై డూ యూ చూజ్ పెగ్? ఇప్పుడు పెగ్ని ఎందుకు వాడావు? నేచురల్ గా ఎందుకు చేయలేదు?
It's give the osmotic stress, will impose the osmotic stress, sir.
ఇప్పుడు నువ్వు డ్రౌట్ స్ట్రెస్ అంటావు, ఆస్మాటిక్ స్ట్రెస్ అంటావు. వాట్ ఈస్ ద డిఫరెన్స్ బిట్వీన్ దీస్ టూ?
Osmotic stress was using of the chemicals as a polyethylene glycol. Drought is imposed by water stress, sir.
But your entire the title says that it's a drought. Drought is a different and osmotic stress is different. And you should write everywhere is a osmotic effect. దానికి కూడా నువ్వు ఆన్సర్ చేయి. నేను అడుగుతున్నాను, నువ్వు డ్రౌట్ ఎందుకు నేచురల్ గా ఇవ్వలేదు, ఎందుకు పెగ్గే ఇచ్చావు? ఇఫ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ ఆస్మాటిక్ స్ట్రెస్ దెన్ ఎంటైర్ థీసిస్ లో మార్చాలి నువ్వు ఆస్మాటిక్ స్ట్రెస్ అని.
Actually, PEG is used in lab scale screening, sir.
నో పెగ్ కూడా లేను, డ్రౌట్ కూడా నేచురల్ లో కూడా, నేచురల్ కండిషన్ లో కూడా ల్యాబ్ లో చేయొచ్చు. నాట్ నెసెసరీ టు గివ్ పెగ్. సరేనా? ఓకే, ఎనీవే, అంటే ప్రతిసారి ఐ డోంట్ వాంట్ టు డిస్టర్బ్ యువర్ సార్. No, sir, సేవలి సార్. No.
Question. Actually, you have asked a very intelligent question that why the title is. The title comprises 3 parts. You mean to say proteomics, drought tolerance, and finger millet. Actually, you have to fix to the proteomics. You have to see the drought tolerance also and finger millet also. And he was confused that the first objective is osmotic stress. And osmotic stress in the lab condition, that shows a screen with large number of the atoms.
Sir, I know. Sir, Shavali Khan, sir. Khan, sir,
ఇక్కడ ఇవ్వాలంటే మన అదృష్టానికి క్యాంపస్ అంతా నెట్ డౌన్ అయింది.
Sir, that's fine. Anyway, sir, all the best. Ayya Babu Lakshmipati, all the best. ఆల్ ది బెస్ట్. కొంచెం బాగా చదువు, ముందు వచ్చేటప్పుడు బాగా చదివి యూ హ్యావ్ టు ఆన్సర్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్. మన సార్ ఎప్పుడు నీతో ఉండడు కదా, సార్ నీతో ఎప్పుడు ఉండరు. నువ్వు ఇప్పుడు ఈ రోజు బయటకు వెళ్ళిపోతావు, ఈ రోజు నుంచి నీ తోడు ఎవరు ఉంటారు? నువ్వే నేర్చుకోవాలి. సరేనా మరి? ఆల్ ది బెస్ట్, కంగ్రాచులేషన్స్. సార్ Shavali sir, congratulations for all of you.
Sorry for this technical difficulty. I'm sorry today there are so many.
That's fine, sir. It happened. Sorry, it happened.
Because it's simple. It is predicted before standards. It is not connecting to the mobile data even. That's a problem.
That's fine, sir. That's fine. Fine, sir. It happens. So, congratulations to all of you through the department also.
Thank you very much, sir.
So, I can leave?
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. ఏ వైవా మనం ఫోన్ చేస్తాం కదా, మా వాళ్ళు ఫోన్ చేస్తున్నాం, వాళ్ళకి ఇంటర్నెట్ లేదు, యోగ్యమైన సెట్. ఏం స్టాండ్ నేను బూకెట్ పెట్టి అంతే. మీరు ఎవరితో పంపించచ్చు కదా, ఎందుకు మీరు అంత తిరుగుతారు?
మిమ్మల్ని కలవచ్చు కదా నేను కోఆర్డినేటర్ డైరెక్టర్
ఈ డైరెక్టర్ అయ్యో ఈ డైరెక్టర్ చెప్పండి.
చెప్పమ్మా. ఐఎమ్ ఆడిబుల్.
Yes, sir.
హలో, ప్లీజ్.
Sir, he has completed his presentation.
వెరీ గుడ్ మా. సో
Sir, shall we conclude, sir? Are there any questions
please, ma'am.
from your side?
no questions ma. The thesis was well formulated and also 3 adjudicators has given a very good report they have written, and really the candidate is richly deserved to get the PhD degree, and our university will award the confirm the PhD degree at the earliest, and sincerely congratulate the scholar and the research supervisor Professor Shawali Khan for choosing this wonderful topic, and I also sincerely acknowledge and the Professor Raj Gopal for being a Viva voce examiner, and hope he also had the very same what I have informed now, and hoping that this scholar will be going to continue this research and definitely good bring name to the lab and to research guide and also the university. Thank you for inviting me as a Dean Faculty of Sciences, and I formally declare that the candidate is today onwards we can call him doctor. Okay, so I will sign off now. If anything is there, please take the other proceedings, and thank you one and all.
Sir, thank you very much, sir. With your permission, so we will conclude the meeting, sir.
Okay, Dr. Chandrababu Reddy. Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay.
I think there are no questions from the students. But again, sir. No questions from the students and the research scholars. So now we conclude this meeting. I congratulate Lakshmipati Naik for his excellent work on the finger millet proteomics. So now we officially declare Lakshmipati Naik as Dr. Lakshmipati Naik.
Anyway, I have to read one more time. I also checked again.
Sir, Nageshwar sir was telling some production part could be very means like that could be specific. Sir was telling that means the
Yeah,
specific.
All those committee members
Some
and all the participants. All in one. Thank you so much for the participation. Just a few words from my heart regarding this. I know that we started in this budding university, the budding department. Started with the microscopes and test tubes. It's a slow progression regarding within the department. Even then, what I feel that with the students, I do agree some of the comments of the adjudicators, like why the title is the molecular aspect, and you have conducted morphology, biochemistry, and physiology. Yes, it is true that who should have added it. But certain policy was to add end. It is only suggestions to expand it, I think. But I thought it should be continued, it should not be changed because of the policy. That is one thing. And the second thing is, unfortunately, the student could not answer that is, the PEC is known for osmotics. So I was replying, all of you are from body department. PEC is polyethylene glycol, mannitol, they used for osmotic stress. The difference between the osmotic stress and drought stress is little variation, but both of not only drought stress, salt stress, and other stresses, they cause impose water deficit. The purpose of using PEC is water deficit under lab conditions. It is well versed and well established procedure all over the world, extremely genotypes. Unfortunately, it was given in the spoken as the drought stress. To accept the comment of my dear colleague, Prasad, should be corrected. And I always see here most of you are from a social background and a rural background, and people are very honest and hardworking. The problem with the people is you fear to speak and write and communicate. One has to understand this. You are very good, sincere, regular, and do the job whatever your teacher says. As my colleague said, that is a very good comment. I am also speaking to Ganga. He was asking me, forcing me to go and reply. I told him, no, from tomorrow onwards he has to answer, not me. Every time teacher will protect the student. This tendency in the university, especially the research scholars of other departments also, is not this. This tendency must be changed. The PhD is going to award two people, not right. You have to understand, you have to you should be given freedom to reply. He is putting all intelligent questions. That it is a good opportunity to show your knowledge and way of expression and replying nature. Unfortunately, it is lacking. It indicates that we are sincere, regular, hardworking, but the communication part is our drama. This others should not appreciate others when you have to understand what are your depth of effects, generally will progress. That is my philosophy to understand. Thank you so much. I thank Mr. Rajgopal for considering to award this thesis. I thank Mr. K. Krishna Reddy for giving permission us to conclude this and award this concluding as a topic. I thank my colleague, special staff, Mr. Reddy, for taking pain and running his proceedings. That in spite of technical problems, always this happens. You see, there is no problem at the beginning, there is no problem at the end. The problem remains in the middle. What the student will do. What people will understand others. That we have to understand, I don't know. And I thank the head coordinator, as his service. Thanks to him also, and all my colleagues are coming over here and participating. I appreciate Dr. Lakshmipati Naik for spending his whole of 4 or 5 years, and he has seen very crucial, effective time of this pandemic and stayed in the lab and worked. Unfortunately, it was, as per my knowledge, it was 1.5 years was his work was delayed because of this pandemic. Wherever the samples go and the last week, and there is no work progressing from the other side. No one is coming to the lab. No one will give the result. This bioinformatics work and wet lab work, especially proteomics, who don't have facility, we had to outsource. It was delayed. Even then, we have completed. I was little not satisfied much with the proteomics. Even then, it is a time to conclude, so its thesis was completed. Thank you so much. I conclude.
Yes.
Thank you, Vakanda, for giving this opportunity. Professor Andreas Rajgopal, sir, thank you so much as a external member. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you very much. Congratulations. Can you hear?
Yes.
Can you hear?
Thank you, Raj. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sir, congratulations, to the students and the guide Professor Savalikan sir.
కృష్ణారెడ్డి గారు ఏమైందో నీ అసలు నువ్వు వస్తాను స్క్రీన్ కట్ చేస్తే ఎవరికైనా అంత భయం లేకుండా